Today I am going to take you through the journey in the evolution of Hyderabadi biryani. Wherever you travel to another city or another country, the moment you say you are from Hyderabad, everybody will say, "Oh, biryani!" What is this special Hyderabadi dum biryani that has traveled much more faster than us to different countries and won many hearts? For us Hyderabadis, a biryani is not just any dish. It is a love story, that gentle kiss, warm hug. If I have to have a last wish, that would be Hyderabadi biryani. And I will take it even more further. If I know that there is no biryani in heaven, I would take my biryani handi along with me. Because every home has their own version of biryani, which we will discuss. The moment you say biryani, somebody will write it off as the gift of Mughals. It is not full truth. There is lot more to the evolution of a wonderful, fantastic Hyderabadi biryani. Because our Hyderabadi biryani is very unique. It is not available anywhere in any parts of the world. Neither it is not available in other cities around us. Because our biryani is so unique, it is made in layers. The masala we use, the way we brown the onions and flavor our biryani is very unique to us. The masalas we mix into it is very unique. The layering, we not only add fried onions into the meat, but also when we finish the biryani on top. That gives a very special colors, multiple, the golden color from the saffron and the milk mix poured on top. The aroma when ghee is mixed with the meat. We are the only ones who incorporate the way we use mint, green chilies, coriander into the biryani. So, what is so unique about Hyderabadi biryani? You have to dig back almost 7,000 years. The people who walked on this land, the place, the city, what we call Hyderabad. Going back onto the beds of Musi River, 7,000 years ago, people gathered. But to go and understand that story, let's just go back to 1970. A story is brewing. The young couple with their friends gathered in a park surrounded by the houses. They were having a party, and when it is a get together, it has to have all kinds of great food because we Hyderabadis are foodies. There was gongura mutton, there was gutti wankaya, there was dal, there was pachadis, there was perugu, there was laddus, there was paisam. And don't forget, there was double kamita and kubani kamita. But there was something everybody was waiting for. It is the biryani that is getting cooked in handi. As the biryani of the handi came and they placed it in the center, everybody waited for that special moment. The biryani lid has to open. That is when, how the biryani freshly made with the charcoal on top removed, there is a steam build-up. When you open the lid, there is a huge steam coming out and noise making. And while the aroma is being filled all in the park, but there is another story that is brewing. There is a pregnant woman who wanted to savor that biryani and enjoy. She had another cry, the labor pains. The sound of the biryani, steam coming out, and her pains echoed together. And the party came to a pause. Everybody was eagerly waiting to welcome this new baby. And we hear the cries of the new baby crying, "Yo!" The mother saw the baby. She said, "No!" And she cried again. Because the mother was expecting her second child to be a baby girl. But it was a baby boy. She was expecting to pass on her legacy of great food. She wanted to pass on her recipes to that little girl child. But the fate had another story. It was that baby boy. And that baby boy was none other than your Vah-Chef, me. Hello, namaste, salam alaikum, sat sri akal. Welcome to the Serendipity Hyderabad at TEDx here. This is how I always greeted on my cooking shows. Why? Namaste, hello, salam alaikum, sat sri akal. We have to fast forward to another 7 years. There is a young boy in the center. The gathering was much bigger. Everybody were clapping. Wow! But the park was filled with the aroma, but different. This time, there was a loud shout. Khalil! Khalil went running home to bring the Sulaimani chai his mother made to the gathering. The Sulaimani chai, Khalil's mother greatly boasted. She added love into that chai. Not just that, there was cardamom chai, ilachi chai. There was cinnamon chai. The number of chais list went on. We had almost 15 different types of teas that were coming into that park that day. But our Bihari friend had a special chai, adraki chai. The chai could cure your sinus problem or any headache. But if you say one word, he would simply say, "Bandar kya jane ye adrak ki swad." You better enjoy that ginger tea. Along with, from the Maharashtrian's home came specially fennel-infused chai. So the list went on. Each house had their own special chais. No wonder during that time Hyderabad became the flavorful tea capital of India and the world. Then started coming the onion pakoda, the mirchi bhajis, and the cake from Daniel's house. And the Daniels had a very special tea. They were the Anglo-Indians. They were the fairest people in the lot. But lot more snacks followed. But not just the chais. What followed was the drinks. We had the Sardarji, only family in our block. They sent in their lassis. The Iyer family was no less. They brewed in their South Indian special decoction coffee and came to that park. And we had sherbats, the red colored roux afza kind of sherbats that came in. And also other flavored drinks that came in from all houses. The special was the red pink chai from our Kashmiri friends. So now you understand why this hello, namaste, salam alaikum, sat sri akal was there. Because the greetings from all over the country were united in that park. Because the companies like IDPL, ECIL, DHL, these people brought in so many people from out of the states to the city of Hyderabad. The flavors are being changed. The biryanis are being changed. But those days, while we were sitting in the park, when we were playing cricket, we knew when the Khalil had to go back home, when the aroma of meaty attar in the biryani was coming. "Hey, Khalil, ma biryani bana, bhag!" The guy used to run. My mom had her own special flavoring of biryani with extra mint. When the aroma came, I ran like that. Every house had a unique flavor of biryani. The kevda water biryani, the rose water flavored biryani. So these are all Hyderabadi biryanis coming from different homes. Then, why would we call it a gift from the Mughals? So we have to go back 7,000 years from now, when the people gathered in small hamlets, in small groups. We often forget the contribution of these people to the cuisine what we enjoy today. Because these people are the ones who ate something and decided whether it was poisonous or not. He felt that, yes, this was poison. Let's rest of the people not eat it. So these are the peoples who found ways of cooking. They took leaves of banana, they put meats in it, and they put it on a flame. That was the first time steamed, dum cooking, and other cookings were being invented, even though the names were not so. So was not the name of biryani. In Sanskrit, mamsa bath means meat that is cooked with rice. We had our own names like Chitrana. You go to Tamil Nadu, they had their own name. In Kerala, they had a name. So rice cooking with meat was a form of biryani. But the name biryani, which came from the Persian, stuck with us a lot more. Just not 7,000 years. The common people to the kings who ruled, everybody contributed to the dishes what we enjoy today. Whether it is the pulses, whether it is the cooking of grains, these 7,000 years ago, these people are the ones who figured out what are the grains, the millets that grew. They shared their roasted hams and other root vegetables. In fact, the biryani flavor, what we give lot of credit to, the brown onions, which we give credit to our Hyderabadi biryani started that time. They didn't know what to do with this very strong aromatic onions. They threw it in the flame. And the aroma from that came onto the meat. They said, wow, this is smelling good. So the browning of the onions story started then. But kings and others who came afterwards, the Satavahanas, they are the ones who actually created so many dishes. Not more than that. They said, it is not about just the survival. It is about adding flavor, the aroma. Food has to be more enjoyable. These are the ones who brought in all the spices and all the other things together, and they started experimenting, and that's when created many new dishes. But 7,000 years ago, the people figured out, sitting under the tamarind trees, they figured out any food they wanted to eat. If it was not tasty, they ate tamarind along with it. They crushed tamarind and ate with those vegetables. That is when it formed the pachi pulusu, the sambars. We add tamarind. The tamarind is used in our chutneys. The tamarind, if a salan is not made as an accompaniment with biryani, it wasn't complete. Those are the people who also contributed, and today we are the only ones we make our salans with tamarind and enjoy. And fast forward, biryani has had its own evolution. When I was a kid, when the biryani is served, it was a challenge. We would sit and look at who is getting. It was like a play of chess. Oh, mom served that nalli bone for the brother. That is the piece, king piece. I hope there is another piece for me. There were soldiers. There was a queen. There was so many other characters like a chess game. The soldiers have disappeared today from the modern day biryani. That time, when the biryani was served, your eyes have to pick up the spot where you dig in and eat. Because there was a cardamom, there was a ilachi, there was a cinnamon that need to be out of that biryani. If you pick that, it would spoil the taste of the biryani. That was a challenge. But what happened? When we came to the college, the biryani had another turn. Biryani, when you go and eat in a restaurant, it came with a bottle on the side, a cola. A thumbs up and biryani became popular when we were in college. But today, it even went further. Today's biryani is like a queen biryani. all boneless biryani. There is no cardamom, there is no cinnamon, you won't find anything because it has made it is turned into the very comfortable biryani. You close your mind, just enjoy the biryani, put anywhere and pick up and eat. The games have gone. The struggle of picking up those masalas is gone. But fast forward what I predict. With the Coca-Cola introduced and the chai is coming in from the tea capital of India and the world, we have become the diabetes capital of India today. That is going to change. Let's go fast forward to 2101. So, there are going to be the global colonies. If you go to US today, in any city you go, there will be a China town, there will be an Indian town, there will be a European town. What I predict, very prosperous future, Hyderabad and India will be one of the richest countries in 2101. We will all be flying in drone pods and food will be very easy to order. It will not be door delivery, it will be window delivery because the drones will be delivering. You will not have to adjust your masalas and spices. When the pod of drone biryani comes, there will be different buttons. You want it spicy, you want it mild, you press it in seconds, that will be infused and it becomes an excellent biryani. By the time diabetes has been cured, the heart diseases have been cured, there is no fear of obesity because you take a pill, you will be slim and right. So, I want to be born again in 2101 because I want to eat biryani without fear of diabetes, without fear of heart disease and anything. Let's in the future, the biryani will be lot more special because like in America today, there will be an American colony on the east, the Russian colony on the west, the Chinese colony on one side, and the biryani will have a new taste, new things. So, while eating and enjoying great food, let's not forget when you go back and enjoy your tea, it is the 7,000 years history what has made your food very, very special. Remember the Satavahanas, the Kakatiyas, and even our Mughals when you enjoy your tea today. And thank you very much.